Hey guys, Dan here. Have not done a YouTube video in quite some time. We've been pretty busy on the home front. Many of you know we purchased a new house, we're doing some remodeling, and we had to move over 5,000 pieces of inventory and reorganizing it with all new shelving. It's been quite a task. I'll show you actually quick, like, you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. Still have some racks over here. Got some, some stuff that we're still working on. But it has taken a while. So anyways, this is my first video since being in the new place. And I'm doing the video today on something that's kind of unique. It's a Holy Grail item that I recently purchased and sold. And every category has, quote unquote, a Holy Grail type of thing. You don't find them very often. I've only found a couple Holy Grail items. One was a Hawaiian shirt that I purchased several years back. And this one is a Levi's Type 2 jacket. So I'm going to go over a little bit on what a Type 2 Levi's jacket is, and hopefully give you some good information to find, your next Holy Grail item. So here you go. All right, so this jacket right here is what you call a Type 2 Levi's jacket. Now, what makes this a unique and very highly sought after jacket is that it was only made from 1953 to 1962. That was when denim became very popular with, pop culture. Before this jacket came out, the only people that wore Levi's stuff, denim, were people that worked outside. So this particular jacket was worn by, the likes of Marlon Brando, James Dean, Elvis. Some of those pop icons started wearing it in their movies and videos. And they popularized denim for the population. But here, I'll show you. So this was a Type 2. Now, they had a Type 1 before this one that was made, I believe, from 1902 to about 1952, which had one pocket down here. So if you find a Levi's jacket that has one pocket, there's a high likelihood that that's an old one. Now, after the Type 2, the one that most people are familiar with is a Type 3. Now you can see the difference between these two. You can see right in the middle how the stitching goes down there. You can see pockets on the side. You can also see the difference between how this is squared out versus the shape right there. Now when I found this jacket, it was hanging up in a rack, and it does not have the Levi's tag that you're typically going to find on the neck. I saw the denim, I saw the stitching, and if you can see, you've got a couple different types of stitching. You've got orange stitching here, and then this is a yellow stitching. Now that's going to be a telltale sign that it is an older one, but the thing that I noticed first with Levi's, if you can see in there, you see that capital E? Whenever you see that capital E on a Levi's item, you know that it is aged. Typically, you're going to see a small e, like that. Now, the big E means that it is something that is in the mid-70s or earlier, and it's going to be valuable. Pretty hard to find those. Now, another thing that you're going to notice, the difference between a Type 2 and a Type 3, is you're going to see the silver buttons. Buttons are all silver here. And when you see a Type 3, see they've got the copper buttons. So when I was researching this to identify the age of it, those are some of the things you're going to notice. You're going to see the big E. You're going to see the stitching being two different colors. You're going to have the yellow, they call it a lemon thread, and an orange thread. You can see that underneath here more so, kind of whenever it goes across here. That's how you can age it. You can age it by, like I said, the pockets. And I'm going to flip this around as well. Now, the older jackets, they have a cinch right here. So type 1 is going to typically have a cinch. Whereas when you went to the type 2, they had the 2 buttons on each side. So those are kind of the quick ways to be able to age a type 2 versus a type 3. Now, this particular jacket I sold for $1,450. When you go into a type 3, you know, they're still a pretty popular jacket, but you're looking at, you know, between $30 and $50 typically. Now, one thing that you can find every so often is Levi's, they do reproduce some of their older jackets. So that you can buy a type 2 jacket that is newer. It's still going to be worth, you know, $150 to $300 typically, but you're going to see that it was made in Japan, whereas all the older ones are going to be made in America. And you can tell just by the wear of a jacket as well. You know, this one actually has, you know, some wear. Oh, another thing that you can notice is right here, it has a little copper rivet. That's another thing that will define it. Also, you can see this is called a salvaged edge right here. You're not going to see that on the newer jackets. See, it's just stitched like normal right there. But yeah, this was to date my best one item sale. I saw a lot of items. You know, my average sale is about $30 a piece, and I sell about 500 items per month. And I sell, you know, a $100 item on several of those every single week, and every so often a $200 item, every so often a $350 to $500 item. But very rarely do you ever find something that you sell for over $1,000. But this is one of those items to keep your eyes open for. Vintage Levi's, and it doesn't matter if it's a jacket or if it's jeans. If you can look at that red tab and see a capital E, you snatch it up right away. But I was really excited about this. I purchased it for $1.50 at a local thrift store. Did a little bit of research on it, realized what it was, what I had, and posted it and sold it pretty quickly. Anyways, I hope this was educational to you and that you learned something about Levi's. I don't sell a ton of Levi's stuff. I probably have, you know, 15 to 20 different Levi's items. Newer stuff doesn't sell great, but if you can find the old stuff, it's exciting. So anyways, thanks for watching the video. I know it's been a long time since I've made one of these. Please subscribe. I will try to start posting some more videos very quickly. Also, we have a Facebook group that a lot of you I know are aware of. If you go to Facebook and you look up ETSRG, it's the eBay Thrifters ETSRG Sourcing Retail Group, ETSRG. If you type that in, you should be able to find it. We're a great group of thrifters that are, you know, learning from each other, and very encouraging bunch of people. And anyways, if you have not joined the group, please do. If you have not signed into getting my videos on a regular basis, please like this and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing your comments and hearing from all of you soon. Anyways, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.